Yo guys, it's Tom here from Tech Hub Central and welcome back to another video. And in today's video guys, I'm going to be doing a review of the MSI GE62 Apache Pro gaming laptop. So I do hope you enjoy. As you can see guys, the front panel of this laptop is constructed of a nice brushed aluminium body which looks really nice, and it has a light up MSI logo on the back. Also there is two indented accents which give it an almost race car feel, which just looks really nice. Around the back guys, you have a plastic bottom. Opening up the laptop guys, you can see that the hinge isn't the best quality, as you can't do a one hand lift as the weight isn't balanced out well enough like some other laptops, but it's still usable. There is a 720p webcam up top and it would be fine for video calling or anything like that. It looks slightly pixelated, but it'd be fine. In the keyboard and chassis area there's only a little bit of flex and it feels quite sturdy. The screen on this laptop is really good. It's a 1080p matte LED display, which although does not have very good colour accuracy, so if that's your thing this laptop isn't really for you, but it does have brilliant viewing angles, so at any angle you don't get any of that nasty colour distortion or colour fading. The screen has quite a bit of flex, but it isn't really noticeable while using the laptop. Going on to the ports, on the left side guys we have two USB 3.0s, a HDMI port, a mini display, an Ethernet, a USB Type-C, a microphone port and a headphone jack. On the right side guys, you can see that there is a USB 2.0, a full-size SD card slot and a DVD drive. Going into the keyboard and trackpad, the trackpad on this laptop isn't the greatest. It has a textured feel like the top, but it doesn't really work for the trackpad, and the tracking isn't really that responsive, and the buttons are a bit too cheap and clicky for my liking, but you guys may like it, but it's just my personal preference and I don't really like it. Moving on to more of the keyboard, it is by SteelSeries, the lighting, which is sectioned lighting. As you can see on the screen now, you can see the lighting effects and they look really good. With the nice different colour lightings, you can get rainbow effects and all different effects, but it's not fully customizable by each key, but it's a nice RGB keyboard. The feel of the keyboard is actually really nice, and yeah, I really like it. It almost feels mechanical, but it's not mechanical, but it doesn't feel very mushy at all. It feels nice and clicky. The software used for the keyboard is the SteelSeries Engine 3, which is quite hard to use for the first user, and yeah, it's quite confusing, but you do get to grips with it. It's unlike the Razer Silent software, which is a bit more simple to use. It's a bit more complex, but you can get to grips with it. For the speakers guys on this laptop, we have two front-facing speakers at the front and a subwoofer on the bottom, which is pretty small, but it provides a good bass, and the speakers get pretty loud, and the sound quality is reasonably good for a laptop. Going in to talk about the general specs of this laptop guys, it has a 920 by 1080 matte LCD display which looks really nice and crisp and colourful. I'll have some pictures of the display coming on now, and it just looks really nice. It's rocking an Intel Core i7 with quad-core processor. It runs at 2.6 GHz, overclockable to 3.5. It has a 16GB dual-channel DDR4 memory. It weighs in about 2.5 kilograms, and it's rocking a NVIDIA GTX 970. You can also get a GTX 960M and a 1060 model, but I went for the GTX 70M as that was round about my price point. It also has 1 terabyte of hard drive and 120 gigabytes of SSD storage. The SSD is pretty decent with read speeds of 460 megabits a second and write speeds of 321. The terabyte hard drive has 143 megabits per second read and 117 megabits per second write. This laptop comes with a 150 watt AC adapter and has about 1 to 1.5 hours battery life while gaming, and around 4 hours with general browsing and media consumption. What probably most of the viewers are looking forward to is coming up right now, which is the gaming performance. And as you can see on the screen now, here's some Battlefield 1 gameplay. It runs around 30 to 40 frames per second on 1080p high settings and around 30 frames on ultra. Moving on to GTA 5, which is quite an old game now, but still moderately demanding. The laptop does struggle a bit on high settings, only reaching about 20 to 30 frames per second, and at and 30 frames at a push, but if you crank the settings down to medium, you're going to get a lot nicer, smoother experience. Third and final game on my list, guide, is Team Fortress 2. I know this is a bit of an odd one, but it's just for a comparison towards the other games, and it reaches around about 80 to 90 frames per second, which is really good. And yeah, it was just for fun, really. Overall, this laptop is a really nice, affordable gaming machine, which doesn't weigh a lot, and it has a good gaming performance. So I do hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and thanks for watching.